ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर ताकि आप पाक रहे और इत्मीनान रहे। ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर का नया पैक तलब करें। ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर पाए पाकीज़ा रहे।
बाबा आखिर क्या है इस फोन में?
लो जी, इसमें
जब यूफोन 4G की वीकली ग्रैंड ऑफर से मिले 100 GB डेटा और फ्री शॉक सब्सक्रिप्शन तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
टेबल हो या चेयर, दरवाजा हो या कम, सिर्फ डायमंड पेंट से स्किन ब्लैक देता है। वुड प्रोटेक्शन और शाइन लंबे अरसे तक।
डायमंड पेंट्स, पाकिस्तान #1 पेंट।
Prize scalp with Bubba Raz and caught and bowled Nathan Smith for 29. There we go. So hunting up here is so important. Now that they've got 3, this is a tough time. Yes,
yeah. Where Babar Azam in that over was a hit of boundary. It was a seam-up delivery here. He bowled cross-seam and he widened his fingers. That's why there wasn't much pace. With that delivery, couldn't time it perfectly. Couldn't control it.
All was one. He had on a hot tin roof, but yeah, that's a lovely split finger, as you say, man. Gorgeous deception. So kudos to the bowler. In fact, Bub to be dragged off the park. He was absolutely furious with himself. Couldn't believe. Had to. So well bowled Nathan Smith. Graceful. He's missed his run. Something was happening behind the sight screen as ever. There was some really good feeling. So once again, wickets at the top of the innings for a fielding side. Everyone's buoyant, bubbling inside the ring. Runs are dry. Look, it's not even 4.5 they're going in. 4.3. And they've lost 3.
Well, Pakistan once again needs these 2 guys to get into the act. Positive running. I think Salman Ali Agha is safe there.
Geez, do you? Well, we're going to look-see. We've got Michael Goff, Englishman, to just check this and have a look.
TV on play 2 go referee, everything play review from the strikers end. You can see the side on evidence. Go through. Just take it back 1 frame, please. Okay, back another frame. Just before the bell lights up. Back 1 more frame. Yeah, freeze it there. Freeze it there, thank you. The batsman is now before the wicket tip rope. I'm ready for my decision on the big screen.
Yeah, certainly worth a look. And you understand why Richard, seasoned pro, international ump, the elite panel of the umpires for the ICC, yeah, absolutely. Bat wasn't in the air or anything like that. Right. Here's the pressure now for these two to repeat, if they can, what they did on Wednesday night. And he's just happy to noodle it at the moment. They have to. They've been under the pump. We've had 13 overs in Pakistan at 57 for 3.
ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर ताकि आप पाक रहे और इत्मीनान रहे। ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर का नया पैक तलब करें। ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर पाकी पाए पाकीज़ा रहे।
एक ख्वाब जो बना हकीकत। पाकिस्तान की पहली ग्लोबली recognized manufacturing and assembling industry. Ronin, a smart wearable and tech accessories brand.
The team is to win that game. They have to act the spinners. They have to negate any wicket to them, and that's why Pakistani team got over the line. A great celebration as well. Vice captain lifting the captain.
Yeah, they were trying to race each other to the 100, weren't they? It was to watch, sitting up here in the hot seat and seeing that unfold. 260 these two put on. Oof. 350 was posted, and there was a little bit of spice out there. Pakistan were being put to the sword. Shaheen. A bit of fine work going on at David, the ICC match referee. thought Shaheen Shah was really pushing the envelope with his behaviour. Like a certain former Indian captain as well, the Test series was probably lucky enough to be suspended for a lot of people's corner. Same with Shaheen, I read the other day, he was pushing the boundary.
Yeah, recently Pakistan played a couple of test matches against West Indies at Multan, and 700 runs were not scored in those two test matches. And then in the last one day, we got 700 runs in a day. Entertaining that was that stroke. That's how it started off. He played a couple of matches against West Indies at Multan, and 700 runs were not scored in those two test matches. And then in the last one day, we got 700 runs in a day. Entertaining that was. So was that stroke. That's how it started off in the last innings against South Africa, employing that pull stroke for a boundary, and that boosted his confidence.
Yeah, Nathan Smith, if he's going to do that and want to hustle the Pakistani captain, it's got to get up around his grill. Badge high to the helmet, not there. Way too easy. Dispatch to the fence. Yes, I've just been enlightened from the back of the commentary box that Shaheen Shah was 25% of his lead. Really, is that it? And the other two gentlemen, I think it was 10% of theirs. You see, I just wonder about it. In terms of that, you push the envelope that much and they're trying to really stamp out some really blatant, obvious, ridiculous behaviour, to be fair, that you miss a game. From where a lot of us ex-players sit and watch what's going on now in this modern era, that's where you interrupt a player will really hurt them. Don't worry about 25% of your match fee. You've got to suspend guys, I believe, and then you miss a match.
Danny, we all been through this. Don't be that regimental. Yes, Shaheen Shah Afridi got over the line, so a few others. And you know David Boone, he's been in the... And when you talk about Aussies, they show their emotions.
A lot of others, and then Booney played and what have you. You really are a microscope in this modern era. And in terms of being professional and being paid well to do this, somehow you've got to just be sensitive about curbing your emotions without being a robot, I get. Anyway,
I get you, headmaster.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Share more. Play more. Go Pro. Legal Tell U26.
Nice stronger Pepsi. Come on! God, test it out!
एक्टिंग है नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो
Ronin, a smart wearable and tech accessories brand. The new chapter begins.
लाला संभल के खतरा खतरा देख के भाई एक गच्ची और गेम ओवर
ये चैंपियंस का गेम है इट्स ऑल ऑन द लाइन Hey, the president is here.
गेम ऑन है
I'm Shoaib Malik. You can watch all the matches of ICC Champions Trophy and in-depth analysis only on PTV Sports. Game on.
Game on है.
Refreshed. Chal mere lal, come on my boy. My way, yeah? It was a different day, a different team.
Yeah, it was a brave choice by the Pakistan captain to bat first in dry conditions. Ball was just sitting in the surface, couples keeping low. Excellent return catch by Smith. Get rid of the dangerous Baba Azam. By Smith. Get rid of the dangerous Baba Azam.
A wicket each for the three bowlers, including the spinners. Feet bowled well, but still yet to get off the mark in the wickets column. Spin was brought in the 9th over by Satna. It seems to have worked just to stem the run flow, so get wickets. Just we saw the 3 wickets. We'll talk more about that. The spinner's on at the moment, but the way Babar and Saud Shakil reacted to dismissals was like they shocked themselves. In fact, Shakil inquired from his partner, am I bowled or has it come off the pads of the keeper? He had no idea how he missed that. Babar unlucky, he played it straight back, good catch. Those just stick in your follow through.
Yeah, I think it also just shows the natural variation in the surface. It's always a tricky decision to bat first. Of course, they played it 2 nights ago. A massive score posted by South Africa, so perhaps they felt that things might be similar. The surface a lot drier, so you have to allow yourself a bit of time to get used to conditions, get in. Talk about players being a little bit shocked by the way the balls are set in the surface. They can't believe it. Yeah, a lot of credit to this New Zealand outfit for them being street smart, adapting to a little bit shocked by the balls are set in the surface. They can't believe it. Yeah, a lot of credit to this New Zealand outfit. We spoke about them being street smart, adapting to conditions pretty quickly, understanding the nature of this surface. We got a couple of balls in the right zone, and it certainly paid dividends. A good start after the drinks break. 2 off, 63 for 3.
Freshness go on it, life में थोड़ा freshness go.
Those 5 sessions there, wickets that have fallen.
The surface. We got a couple of balls in the right zone.
You know, come in, want to watch their favorites, their stars. Sadly, cannot watch buddies out early. No, I was just going to bring something to you. We were talking about it in our show. Since you weren't there, you were busy doing the pitch. About the bowling units of these 3 countries who participate in the Tri-Nation and nations will be participating in the Champions Trophy. We'll be having a close look at how the bowling units have been put under the pump. 300 is just a norm.
And keeping in mind that yes, you will be hit away for 300 by almost all the countries who are participating, how do you actually keep your focus on, and what kind of preparations can you do as a fast bowler or a spinner? Now when you know, yes, you will go for runs and so then you go to some sort of a plan B.
Yeah, I think it's important to identify where you can break the game open. I think I had a long chat with Shaheen Afridi in the warm-ups about his role and where I see him being effective. For me, it's a new ball for him. If you can strike in that power play, if you can knock teams over 3 down early, that's how you put the pressure onto the opposition. Again, you need to have your options available to you when you come bowl against in-batters as well in the middle periods. And also the back, important to understand the various different conditions that you're going to be up against. Gaddafi Stadium compared to Karachi are vastly different. So all these teams will go away and do their homework. In the 16, 65 for 3.
Treat hygiene razor ताकि आप पाक रहे, पूर्वाद रहे. Treat hygiene razor.
And also the back end, it's important to understand the various different conditions that you're going to be up against. Yeah, I think this is a big discussion point. Listens out here are better, and you want to make sure that you control the extend damage. Skill set is going to be important. Team speak, I do feel that you want to have express pace available at your disposal as a captain. You want to have wonderful change-up bowlers. I don't think conditions are ever going to be in favour of bowlers throughout this, so it's going to be a challenge, and if you can break the game open in a particular spell, you have to do it right there and then.
You see how the game has changed, talking about the ODIs, and back in early 90s, 240 was a good score. It was defendable. And then you saw the changes that went first, 15 overs with the power play. Then that was the focus. Nowadays, I personally feel that a bit of T20 has affected or slided into the ODI. Last 10 overs are targeted, which is why you'll see players like Phillips, Bushdale, or for that matter, Klaasen, are given the window of those last 10 overs to go berserk. They try to get 100 or more in the last 10. And then thus the scores have now exceeded to 300 plus, and that is a norm.
I also think that there's not really that dead period again in the middle overs. I think with an extra field up in the ring, it allows players to take an element of risk between overs number 11 and 40. I do think players has adjusted a lot better because of that T20 format, like you've just mentioned. It's almost risk-free cricket, but they're willing to take that risk of scoring a boundary per over in that middle phases. 68 for 3 after 17.
You see how the game has changed, talking about the ODIs and back.
Flex.
एक ख्वाब जो बना हकीकत, पाकिस्तान की पहली globally recognized manufacturing and assembling industry, Ronin, a smart wearable and tech accessories brand.
I think on your point of the scores being a lot higher, remember they're playing with 2 new balls, so you almost take the element of reverse swing out the game completely as well, and teams have almost adopted the method of trying to play the last 10 overs like a T20 game. To gear and build up towards that platform, towards over number 35, 40, and if they have wickets in hand, they can do and achieve in a T20 game. The ball isn't that much older, it's still very hard towards the back end.
The whole approach has changed. Back, you talk about early 90s, whatever you get in 30 overs, you probably double that in the next 20, and that was your score. We just saw Salman Agha's numbers here, how he has flourished on the number that he's... the whole approach has changed. Back early 90s, whatever you get in 30 overs, you'd probably double that in the next 20, and that's what was your score. We just saw Salman Agha's numbers here, how he has flourished on the number that he's playing at these days for Pakistan in the ODIs, and he's done well. I mean, the 134 the other night, 82 not out, 48, 58 on that number. Talking about easy. And he's up there, so yeah, much is expected. It also tells you that top order is doing nothing. 691 for 3, 60 for 4. But yes, he's made that number, and he's also mastered the art of batting with the tail when required.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I really enjoy about him is his temperament. At no stage does he look under pressure or look edgy or rust. Get himself in, and then he plays at his tempo. He's a natural free scorer, which is important batting at number 5 for your country. There's a couple of players which play in that fashion. Mitchell for New Zealand, Phillips for New Zealand. And those are players that are so hard to contain once they, because that's just the natural way of playing. You don't listen about their technical ability, it's more the mindset of looking to score.
Nice stronger Pepsi. Come on! Test है यार.
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, और ट्राई करके देखो.
टेबल हो या चेयर, दरवाजा हो या कवर, सिर्फ डायमंड पेंट से इसके मैच देता है. वुड प्रोटेक्शन और शाइन लंबे अरसे तक.
Diamond Paints, Pakistan.
Nice stronger Pepsi. Come on! Test है यार.
Data बहुत है. Ronin, a smart wearable and tech accessories brand. The new chapter begins.
In that game, in that summary, Pakistan won by 6 wickets with a record 260 partnership between Salman and Rizwan. And those are the two right out there in the middle at the moment. But very different conditions, as Viren explained in the pitch report also, for viewers who love their cricketers, their heroes. They might be thinking, why are they not doing the same for yesterday? He's played so well. Now Salman, just the other day, lunging 80 ball wide outside off. He was so good, extra cover, or square to the wicket on the offside. Anything fuller, he throws back at him.
Yeah, it's an area that he really enjoys. You know, give him any sort of width outside off stump. He's got a fantastic set of hands, and he plays this one. Yeah, it might have been airborne, but in the gap. And I suppose that's often the danger when you had a game like you've had 2 nights ago, a high-scoring event, and all of a sudden you feel that you need to come out today and put the foot on the accelerator from the get-go. Summed up conditions. That's the most important part. Is every game is a new game, it's a brand new surface. Is this one? Yeah, it might have been airborne, but in the... And I suppose that's often the danger when you had a game like you've had 2 nights ago, a high-scoring event.
Will find it tough chasing this heavy dew coming in early. Slightly quicker, fired into the pan. Time for a selfie. Participate and win by taking a picture with the Big Friends original sandwich pack. Share it on the Instagram page. Follow and tag at Big Friends Original Sandwich. That's PF Original Sandwich. At the chat we had with Salman, the postman said Rizwan and him decided, let's get on with those middle overs, try and get 5 and all. A little more than that, and then let's see how deep we can take it. Rizwan said even look at the scoreboard till the 20th over. But here, again, after assessing how the surface is playing, they'll probably have a target in mind. What kind of score is the safe?
पहला स्मार्ट का नया फ्लेक्स 2।
EcoStar ACs अब नई unbeatable prices में।
Time for a selfie. Partisan by taking a picture with the Peak Friends original sandwich pack. Share it on the Instagram page. Follow and tag at Peak Friends original sandwich. That's PF sandwich.
Is on the scoreboard for you, so you have to go at a rate. The difficulty of setting the scores, you're not quite sure what's going to be a good. So this middle overs are going to prove to be tricky. Yeah, you can say to yourself, you want to be going at fives, but how do you go about 5 and over on this surface? Whereas the other night the ball was coming on quite nicely, and a risk-free cricket quite easily would get to that number of 5, 6 and over. Today you might have to be a little bit more innovative, take a few more risks. With one a wicket or two and alter your plans. So whilst you might have 5, 6 and over in the back of your head, you might have to alter that just a little bit.
Giving the cricket out of the food. KFC, the bucket challenge. That takes some practice. On to your head, but after that flip, the first one gets a prize.
Yeah, this is brilliant bowling from Mitchell Sadner. He's varying his pace quite nicely. This is going to be a difficult period for both these teams in the middle overs. With the spinners on, absolutely no pace to work with off the surface. Another excellent over for New Zealand. 2 off, 78 for 3.
Freshness go on it, life na thoda freshness go on it, fresh, I'ma keep it fresh.
Now introducing Hilal Fresh Up Extra with 2 times longer freshness.
आखिर क्या है इस फोन में?
लो जी, इसमें
This is going to be a difficult period for both these teams in the middle overs with the spinners on. This is going to be a difficult period for both teams.
Manufacturing and assembling industry. Ronin, a smart wearable and tech accessories brand.
Now, what Rizwan and his deputy are thinking, they've got Tayyip Tahir after this, and then you get Dakush Dilshan and the bowlers. So there is no way that they would like pause those two until the 40th. Allow them to express themselves in the last 10. The fact that we've been discussing, if you get your finish there, he was spattered up for the longest time in the previous game as well. Down the wicket, giving pass, but he find the fielder there. Just a single. Yeah, somewhere you will have to probably go for that calculated risk of boundary, just to keep you out in that zone of 280.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit surprised with the tactics used here by New Zealand. Understanding that these two batsmen played a massive part in the three Pakistan achieved it 2 nights ago. I think you might have to be a little bit more attacking, trying to get...
Yeah, somewhere you will have to probably go for that calculated risk of boundary. You can discuss if you get your finishes there. He was spattered up for the longest. Speaking of tactics, I like the fact where Rizwan won the toss and he decided not only put themselves in a place where they just want to check they can put up a good total batting first and also test their bowling out. These two sides played the opening game of the ICC Champions Trophy on this same ground on the 19th. So why not? If you've done well, very well while chasing. Let's see how. Put yourself in that deep end. Bat first. And give the ball to your quicks. And see if they can defend it. Yeah, quite short and Lambi is still safe. The fielder. Single. 21 ball. It is 82.
इतने भी इधर एक और है ना Awesome privacy के लिए Samsung Knox Smart City. Awesome is for everyone. Now introducing the all-new Galaxy HD.
टेबल हो या चेयर, दरवाजा हो या कवर, सिर्फ डायमंड पेंट से स्किन बनाता है। वुड प्रोटेक्शन और शाइन लंबे अरसे तक।
Diamond Paints, Pakistan's #1 paint.
एक ख्वाब जो बना हकीकत, पाकिस्तान की globally recognized.
See how good you are. Put yourself deep in. Bat first. And then give the ball to your quicks. And see if they can defend it. Yeah, quite short and Lambi is still safe. Find the fielder. Single. 21 ball. It is 82 for 3.
इतने भी एक और है ना Awesome privacy के लिए Samsung Knox Smart Security. Awesome is everyone. Now introducing the all-new Galaxy A16.
टेबल हो या दरवाजा हो या कवर, सिर्फ डायमंड पेंट से स्किन बना देता है। वुड प्रोटेक्शन और शाइन लंबे अरसे तक।
Diamond Paints, Pakistan's #1 paint.
एक ख्वाब जो बना हकीकत, पाकिस्तान की पहली globally recognized manufacturing and assembling industry. Ronin, a smart wearable and accessories brand.
Skipper. Shankna Salman. Once again, it's these two, Rizwan and Salman. 28 from 56, not quite like the other night. Certainly, they're going to have to deal with the spin twins. Well, there's actually triplets, isn't there? You throw in Bracewell, Satin and Phipps. Got a former Pakistani off-spinner with a note alongside. Sanamir. Happy with this field? What are you making of it so far for the home side playing against the spinners?
Yeah, I think Rizwan and Salman Ali Agha, they understand how to play in the middle overs. The difference today has been the start. They didn't get a start from Fakhar and Babar the way they had in the last game, thanks to some really good New Zealand bowling.
Skipper. Shankna versus Salman. Once again, it's these two, Rizwan and Salman. Got a former off-spinner with a note alongside. Sanamir. Happy with this field? What are you making of it so far for the home side playing against the spinners?
Yeah, I think Rizwan and Salman Ali Agha, they understand how to play in the overs. The difference today has been the start. They didn't get a start from Fakhar and Babar the way they had in the last game. Really good New Zealand bowling. A lot of chat for them and they're ahead now. They want to build a partnership, but also they understand New Zealand has scored 300 on both occasions they came out to bat. So a lot of calculations must be going on.
It's a little bit of that cat and mouse at the moment, isn't it? Because they've just got to keep working it and try and keep rotating the strike, even though they're not hitting boundaries. Look at that, 3 dot balls out of the 5, so only 2 singles. Asking and carrying on. Do we get, how do we flip the switch, when do we go? Those sorts of queries. Yeah, we've had 20.
ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर ताकि आप पाक रहे और इत्मीनान रहे। ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर का नया पैक तलब करें। ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर, पाकी पाए पाकीज़ा रहे।
बाबा आखिर क्या है इस फोन में?
लो जी, इसमें
जब यूफोन 4G की वीकली ग्रैंड ऑफर से मिले 100 GB डेटा और फ्री टॉक सब्सक्रिप्शन तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
एक ख्वाब जो बना हकीकत, पाकिस्तान की पहली globally recognized manufacturing and assembling industry, Ronin, a smart wear tech accessories brand.
Wicket takers. Oh, very good. And Santner. Here's the golden nut. Call him Glenn Phillips. Can he? Lets people out. Sometimes, what an innocuous delivery, and I think the eyes light up and think, look, we're going to have to get stuck into this Glenn Phillips fellow. He used to be a keeper recently, didn't he? You know, the batting. Now look at him.
Proper all-rounder.
100%. I'm not being facetious or cheeky. I think it's a credit to the man to realise that he needed to adapt. I was. And it's a long, hard volley, and then he got the treatment. Much to the delight of the fans. First boundary up to 26, and it'll make the captain honour his life a little bit lighter.
And the moment the spinner goes outside the stumps, if there's space on the ball, all the batter has to do is to time it, and this is what Ron did. The pace was on offer, it was not within stumps, outside off, easy four.
Straight again and attacking the stumps. The wide, this has been a little bit more active. The Sovan. Nothing, and can it be more? Courtesy of Salman. Oh, yes it can. He has smoked us up at extra. Salman, sensational. Happy Valentine's Day to you. It's 96 for 3.
Triangle by Goofy. Triangle by Goofy.
Ronin, a smart wearable and tech accessories brand. A new chapter begins.
Yeah, he's one heck of a talent, this Mohammed as well. This is honestly, it was a keeper batters. The format slightly lighter. Minimum 6,000. Tony, no surprise there. Rolled Sangers, Kumar Sangakkara, Annie Flower, and QTK, Quinton de Kock out of the Western Province. Love the curve. I love the curve. Sana salivating with the same on.
That was the boundary ball again, outside off. Excellent use of the feet from Salman Ali Agha. Glenn Phillips this time getting the treatment. Maximum.
And can it be more? Courtesy of Salman. Oh, yes it can. He has smoked us up at extra. Salman, sensational. Happy Valentine's Day to you. It's 96 for 3.
Triangle by Goofy. Triangle by Goofy.
Ronin, a smart wearable and tech accessories brand. The new chapter begins.
one heck of a talent is Mohammed Rizwan. This is Hotstar's keeper batters across all formats, Simon Lighton. Minimum 6,000. Emma Stoney, no surprise there. Rolled Sangers, Kumar Sangakkara, Annie Flower, and QDK, Quinton de Kock out of the Western Province. Love the curve, and love the curve. Sana elevating with the Santner on.
That was the boundary ball and outside off. A bit fuller, excellent use of the feet from Salman Aliaga. Glenn Phillips this time getting the treatment maximum from Salman.
Pace, the pace of the spinners. And you just got to be mindful about these two gentlemen, such great form and very good with their feet.
Find a pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby and text it to Luca.
Find it. You're big. This is sick.
Ronin, a smart wearable and accessories brand.
It's a stunning stadium here. Fits. We're going to have Nathan Smith back in the attack. Starts a little short one. Oh, not quite. Just looking in the Combox window here and just wondering for a moment if he just chipped it enough to go down and get him Conway out there. Boundary sweeping, it's square leg. All the way here, Sana.
It was in the air for some time, but landed safely. The good thing about these two batters is that they respect the game, they respect the bowlers, they don't over-attack. And from this New Zealand bowling lineup, it did feel like just seeing of Satna trying to hit boundaries on the other end to see how they approach here.
It's a lovely little punch from the Pakistani camp. And again, just underlying how slick this outfield is. Once it gets past that sort of inner ring, it just almost gathers pace to the fence.
And this is what Babar Azam wanted to do as well, but it went up pitched. But Mohammad Rizwan, full control. Elbow. And this is what Babar Azam wanted to do as well, but it went up pitched. But Mohammad Rizwan, full control. High elbow. Just punched it down the ground. 4 runs. He's enjoying his batting definitely, Mohammad Rizwan, alongside his vice captain Salman Aliaga.
Little issue here, I think, with side spin or what about camera crew? Just need to go just a little bit more to the right, the eye line for Rizwan. On again. Just wonder here with Nathan Smith bringing out the finger slow one again when he got rid of Babar Azam with the caught and bowl, his driver which sent him on the offside, and even mid-off. Sometimes you can just deceive the batter. Thinks the delivery's there to hit through the line, given it's a very good batting surface, and not quite there. Caught in the covers or mid-off. Seen it happen a bit in white ball cricket. So what have we got? We've got half an over done, 7 already. Good for those in green. Yes. Watch the changes of pace. A nod from the captain.
That's really good bowling. So good to see the crowd in as well, especially kids, the youngsters. They're enjoying cricket. There you're talking about that slow one. He deceives it so well. The batter gets to know about it really late.
winding up for Black Caps out of point. Even there with Ben Phillips, wasn't see each other a lot on the globe. Players in the mirror. Run to third. So 8 from the 25th.
Freshness go, life Nakoda, freshness go, fresh, 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 I'ma keep it fresh.
Now introducing Hilal Fresh Up Extra with 2 times longer freshness. EcoStar ACs अब नई unbeatable prices में.
बाबा, आखिर क्या है इस फोन में?
लो जी, इसमें
जब यूफोन 4G की वीकली ग्रैंड ऑफर से मिले 100 GB डेटा और शॉक सब्सक्रिप्शन तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है.
एक ख्वाब जो बना हकीकत, पाकिस्तान की पहली globally recognized manufacturing and assembling industry, Ronin, a smart will and tech accessories brand.
Which Santner get on the drive either side, short extra cover on restraint mid wicket. It is Phillips hunting. This wasn't bad, son. And here we go. Just have a look at that change. Yeah, the split fingers of the index finger and your big finger. Bubba gone. Rizwan had to check the stroke. Mindful of it, yeah, downtown, but yeah, the one after was a goodie. Deception was there.
It's so important as a batter to read the ball from the hand of the bowler. And also the discipline about how they are attacking different bowlers. It's so important as a batter to read the ball from the hand of the bowler. And also the discipline about how they are attacking different bowlers. Talk about that split finger, cross seam, change of pace. This was different also. With Babar it was more there to be hit. This one did really well to keep it down. In last match also against South Africa, both these batters were saying we were seeing off Keshav Maharaj and attacking other bowlers. Here it does feel like the plan is to off Santner.
Well, I guess cricket lovers will appreciate watching this. That you can shift gears very quickly and score quite a lot of runs. The last 14, 15 overs provide wickets in hand. These two could be there for a while. We're going to maiden on the 14th of Feb. It's 108 for...
Where your attitude? Darren Sun by Oscar Ali.
पहला स्मार्टफोन वीगोटेल का फ्लेक्स 2
You can appreciate the traffic in and around the stadium here. A little clogged. We're wanting to come in Karachi National Bank Stadium. More of Smith up against Salman. Yeah, very good from you, Sana, man. In terms of all the balls, they'll be wicket to wicket on this sort of surface. Just have to be.
Yeah, absolutely. As a bowler, you don't have a lot to play with, and if you kick to wicket, there are more chances. The LBW comes into play. If the batters miss, there's a chance for the other dismissals as well. This partnership now 54 of 87. At some point, there will be an acceleration.
Squeezes it through. Think about it's not there. pride themselves on commitment, throwing themselves around. Fielding is so important. Any form of cricket, but in their white ball or pump, the difference. A good bit of piece of fielding, all of a sudden the batter's on, they get frustrated and possibly unravel coming down and could cost his wicket.
We talk about so many aspects of cricket for the Champions Trophy, this final. What would be the key? And you have rightly pointed out, field would play a huge role. Especially it's a 50-over game. Dew might be a factor. The outfields are lightning fast.
They're using Pindi, your neck of the woods, isn't it? There off. Lahore, I was surprised actually.
This final, what would be? And you have rightly pointed out, fielding would play a huge role. Especially it's a 50-over game. Dew might be a factor. The outfields are lightning fast.
They're using Pindi, your neck of the woods, isn't it? There off. Lahore, I was surprised actually. It was even into early Feb. Feb 8th night when I got here. Smith. So nice and straight again. There, there's nothing worse than you and I from a bowling corner. Know it quite well. Down by men fielding or women catching in their positions. And key important. And catches go down in the contest. It is hair-pulling stuff. I know you're thinking.
That's why the new hairstyle there for you.
Yeah, a few drop catches and that's right. The hair got ripped out. And squeeze one. Tight for Rizwan, but home.
What about your reactions to the fielders? How would you react generally?
I'd probably take a selfie like that. And participate and win by taking a picture with the Peak Friends. Original PAK. Share on Instagram and follow us and tag at PF Original Sandwich for a chance to win an iPhone or a trip to the barber. Oh, cracker, is it? Is it? Sandwich for a chance to win an iPhone or a trip to the barber. Oh, that's a cracker, is it? Is it? Speaking of fielding, oh, not quite. Is it Big Willow Rourke? His long legs moving. Couldn't quite there. But that could have been a big moment if that had been taken in this contest.
At least now, almost 3 shots that have fallen in front of the fielders. Good effort there, but a bit short. And still the New Zealand fielders on the boundary. Might think about maybe a few yards in. We have seen at least 3 catches going down. Not been carrying that well. The connections have not been there so far.
And on the other flip side of that is that you're concerned about how quick this outfield is. Exactly to stop boundaries. Polite and quiet from Smith. But ends the over. We've had 27 here and it's 1-1-2 for 3.
Awesome is for everyone. Now introducing the all-new Galaxy A16.
हो या चेहरे दरवाजा हो या कब सिर्फ डायमंड पेंट से स्किन ब्लैक देता वुड पर शाइन लंबे अरसे तक
Diamond Paints, Pakistan's #1 paint.
Just topping there of Salman. So the standings right now to go past Matthew Gretzky. Sana, what do you think of young Matthew?
I think something of him reminds me of A.B. de Villiers, whether it's in the batting, he's a 360 player, or in the field, he brings so much energy to the field, very, very impressive. excellent at the then when he had to come one down. Brilliant talent for Saka.
Here's O'Rourke. He's back in the attack, and immediately that extra pace and bounce that Will O'Rourke provides. 1 for 18 from his 5, and I can see here good move. This is from Mitch Santner. Really captain saying, yeah, listen, you need a wicket here. You could really do with this because this partnership was blossoming. Had that close chance, wasn't it? Dropped well short in, but O'Rourke himself nearly got there off that bouncer from Nathan Smith. Yeah, hammering into those stumps.
You're talking about Matthew Britsky. We saw masterclass from him on debut. He was to open the batting 150 or 48. We saw some excellent targeting, some timing, really good pull shots. He was keen to take the fast bowlers, keen to go down the ground as well. Still hit. Brave innings.
Indeed. You mentioned AB de Villiers and a little bit of likeness, or had a chat to him here, interviewed him. Player interviewed prior to start of Wednesday, and he said, well, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. And he said, look, who else? AB de Villiers was his idol, someone he looked up to. He's a youngster growing up. He's 26 now, Britsky. So you think about a decade or so ago. I loved watching AB de Villiers.
South Africa, overs of pace bowling up front and then spinners throughout in the middle. But what Sadner has done really well, he has mixed up the bowlers, and that's why you see the strike rates. For Rizwan, it's 45.31, 29 of 60 deliveries. And that will be the key of how this innings finishes. Because in the middle, they have really got the shackles on Pakistan.
Hashtag we love a bowling captain. Sunny. Hold. Just going to run it down to third, and that's all. So only 2 runs from the 28th over, and find themselves 114 for 3.
EcoStar Aces apply unbeatable prices made.
Wow, cool.
बाबा आखिर क्या है इस फोन में?
लो जी, इसमें
जब यूफोन 4G की वीकली ग्रैंड ऑफर से मिले 100 GB डेटा और फ्री टॉक सब्सक्रिप्शन, तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर, ताकि आप पाक रहे और इत्मीनान रहे। ट्रीट हाइजीन का नया पैक तलब करें। ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर, पाकी पाए, पाकी।
In the air, oh, just on the bounce. It's not been easy to hold free as it was day before yesterday. It's not the same surface, different tactics.
Yeah, you are right. Quite contrasting the conditions from the game. Where the
EcoStar Aces नई unbeatable prices made.
wow, cool.
बाबा है क्या है इस फोन में?
लो जी, इसमें
जब यूफोन 4G की वीकली ग्रैंड ऑफर से मिले 100 GB डेटा और फ्री सब्सक्रिप्शन, तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर, ताकि आप पाक रहे और इत्मीनान रहे। ट्रीट हाइजीन नया पैक तलब करें। ट्रीट हाइजीन रेजर, पाकी पाए, पाकी।
In the air, oh, just on the bounce. It's not been easy to hit the ball as it was day before yesterday. It's not the same surface, different tactics.
Yeah, you are right. Quite contrasting the conditions from the last game, where the boundaries were flowing in terms, but here, bowlers finally having a in this triangular series.
Should be just the one. It interests me personally when I look at batters like Salman or Rizwan who've had 260 partnership, and now they're bringing their skill to the fore, trying to understand what's required of this surface from them. I can't think of a sport which is so heavily condition dependent. When you talk of the ball's condition, you talk of the pitch condition, one of the first sports to stop, or when it's different weather.
Regular tournament.
They have an additional batter in this game. Tayyib Tahir and then Mashraf and then Kushal Shah.
Yes, Sikandar, it seems like the conditions are improving there out there in the middle. The ball was gripping into the surface, but listen to the sound of the connection. It tells you this pitch is improving. The ball is sliding onto the nicely now. Must have been the case of moisture retained in the surface. It has evaporated. It's 117 for 3.
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you.
दरवाजा हो लगा शाइन लंबे अरसे तक.
A pet-friendly Italian.
Find it. This is sick.
Johnny Hemmings there, just finding out the bounce would like, starting from that popping crease just down to the good length area and then the shorter length. You talk about the surface again, we're talking about how dependent the game is on conditions. It's also the weather, overcast conditions, new ball, ball game. You see off the first hour and a half, the cuckoo has a different ball game. And then of course, depending on which country you're playing in, you get a different kind of
Back nicely now. Must have been the case of a bit of moisture retained in this. It has evaporated. It's 117 for 3.
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
टेबल हो या चेयर, दरवाजा हो या कवर, सिर्फ डायमंड पेंट से स्किन ब्लैक देता है. वुड प्रोटेक्शन और शाइन लंबे अरसे तक.
Diamond Paints, Pakistan's #1 paint.
A pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby and texture to look up.
Find it.
Johnny Hemmings there, just finding out the bounce, what is it like, starting from that popping crease just down to the good length area and then the shorter length. You talk about the surface again, we're talking about how dependent the game conditions. It's also the weather, overcast conditions, new ball, it's a different ball game. You see off the first hour and a half, the cuckoo has a different ball game. And then of course, depending on which country you're playing in, you get a different kind of play, different kind of bounce. So, yeah, it really does test your skill set. Apart from any other sport, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from any other sport. But yes, this seems to be the one that gets affected with the changing weather as well. Unless you start having indoor cricket, the big stadiums with covers, then probably will happen.
It's putting it together, Rizwan. Physio is making sure everything is addressed properly.
Yeah, just the protocol there to make sure you remember what date is it today. The concussion test takes a couple of days. get tested more than once. Also, the helmet usually is changed. While Rizwan's getting treated, why not treat yourself too? A nice cup of tea in the PAK Tea Lounge. And a fine evening here in Karachi. Pakistan's #1 team.
Makes it much nicer when there's a cool breeze around. A cuppa. Yeah, everything in readiness for the game to resume. Rizwan looks okay. He's ready to bat again. Must have been a jolt for him. That nasty bouncer. And it was so mentioned, Sikandar, this pitch is getting better. The ball is coming onto the bat nicely. The last ball was the evidence of that. That one's through.
You're the batter out there. You've been hit on the helmet.
But most of the bowlers, they actually try and pitch the ball up to the batsman. Try and take the advantage. No, but Rizwan is a hard nut to crack.
I was listening to Matthew Hayden talking about cricket in his days, and he said bowlers are so predictable. You just know what they're going to come up with now.
Yeah, Matthew Hayden was right in a way.